My phone vibrated at 6:58 a.m. Your grandfather passed in the night, my father said, voice clipped, rehearsed. Service is Thursday. Estates settled. Don't bother coming, there's nothing for you. Behind him, I heard my stepmother exhale a laugh. Soft. Victorious. As if a long inconvenience had finally been erased. I didn't respond. I set the phone down beside a cracked teacup and a bowl dusted with sugar. Across the table from me, my grandfather was very much alive, straight-backed, alert, eyes sharp as they'd ever been. He held a thick envelope stamped with his lawyer's seal, resting it calmly on the table like a final chess move waiting to be played. He listened to the voicemail replay. Then he nodded once. I had spent most of my life being the spare part in my family, the one who didn't photograph well, who asked the wrong questions, who never fit the story my parents told others. My grandfather was the only one who never tried to reshape me. Instead, he taught me restraint. Strategy. Paperwork over promises. Silence before confrontation. Years earlier, when my parents encouraged me to move out, with polite smiles and locked doors, he cleared a room in his house and taped my name to the mailbox. No speeches. No explanations. Just space and permanence. After that, my parents visited less. Then not at all. What they didn't realize was that my grandfather had started to notice things. It began with missing bank accounts, balances that vanished overnight. Then medical mail forwarded without his knowledge. Appointments cancelled in his name. A power of attorney signed during the foggy days after surgery. My father handled the finances. His wife managed the narrative. Neighbors, church friends, whispered concern about decline. They were replacing him while he was still breathing. I never accused them. I documented everything. My grandfather watched quietly, the way he once watched me learn to lose before I learned to win. We met his attorney face to face. Documents were revised. Witnesses changed. Old signatures questioned. The envelope stayed sealed. Timing mattered. Then we waited. An obituary appeared online. Carefully written. Respectful. Completely false. My stepmother practiced tears in the mirror. My father accepted condolences with the posture of a man already rearranging rooms he didn't own yet. They never asked to see the body. Never questioned the speed. They trusted the roles they'd already assigned themselves. Thursday arrived. The funeral home overflowed with lilies and borrowed grief. I stood near the back, exactly where no one would expect me. The casket was closed, symbolic, efficient. My parents sat in the front row, whispering about contractors and vacation homes. Then the doors opened. My grandfather walked in. He didn't rush. He didn't shout. He moved with the same patience he used to teach me endgames, slow steps, no wasted motion. Confusion rippled through the room. Gasps. Phones lifted instinctively. My stepmother went pale first. My father's smile collapsed like bad architecture. My grandfather reached the podium and adjusted the microphone. I believe there's been a scheduling error, he said calmly. I'm not finished yet. That should have been enough. But he continued. Behind him came his attorney. Then 2 uniformed officers. Then representatives from the bank. Truth followed in layers, signed affidavits, traced transfers, forged permissions, medical interference, theft. Every piece aligned. Every lie annotated. My father tried to interrupt. My grandfather raised one hand, and the room went quiet. I know who spoke for me without my consent, he said, eyes steady. And I know why. There was no shouting when the handcuffs clicked. Just the dull sound of consequences arriving on time. Later, we returned home. Same table. Same chipped cup. My grandfather opened the envelope and slid its contents across to me. He didn't explain. He didn't need to. It wasn't just property or money, it was acknowledgement. Apology. Trust. I didn't feel triumph. I felt balance. The satisfaction of patience rewarded. That evening, my phone buzzed again. Unknown number. A voicemail I never played. Some lessons don't need sound. Betrayal reveals character. But restraint reveals power. Across the table, My grandfather met my eyes and smiled, not proud, but assured. That was the legacy they never saw coming.